Facebook or just
That's YouTube.
That's just YouTube. Oh yeah, it's gonna be perfect.
It's going to be beautiful. Beautiful.
One person on YouTube.
You got good eyes.
Man, man.
I did.
You got good eyes and good ears, my bread. I don't know how to do this, so we'll just go straight up into live. Because it's, yeah. Yep. Everybody doing all right tonight? Check out what's going on. What's going on?
Can you see me?
Can you see me? I am here for you.
Where's that light?
Right.
That's all light.
Got some shit about that.
Yeah.
Halo.
That was pretty nice. Oh, yeah.
Yeah, that would have been nice, but it's okay. If you can see Josh, say amen. Oh.
I don't hear you.
Can't hear you.
They can't see me.
We can't hear you. Well, I don't know what's going on, guys. It's like I've lost my brain or something. And it's just not working. So hopefully. What am I not doing right? I don't get it. What did I do last week? Didn't I go live from the computer?
From what you did,
No, I think
YouTube
you had a
Studio.
phone too, right? So you have a phone set
Yeah,
up
you
in
had
that room.
phone. I'm not sure which one was which. I think the phone was live stream.
Yeah, and I had YouTube on the computer.
Right.
I don't know. It shouldn't be this hard. I don't know. I do not know what to do. You guys go live from yours, right?
Use a phone. We use a phone. The topic today? Today? Man.
What is
Okay.
it?
Free tacos from Taco Bell.
Free tacos. We'll talk about that. When you drive through, you get a free Doritos.
Taco Bell.
That's amazing. You have to have the app to go live. Could that be?
I don't know. I didn't have any trouble last week.
Laptop.
Because I'm looking on here, even just through the, not through my app, but the other one, I'm not seeing anywhere you can do live stream.
Well, guys, we'll figure it out. I guess we'll just have to.
Click in this. It says click in the status text box, then click on live video.
Yeah, and it's not giving me that option. Well, I'll just go from mine. I can go live from mine for sure. I'll just go live from mine because it's not letting me.
If you want to broadcast from your computer, you'll need to use a live video streaming tool. This can be a web app that runs in your browser, or an app that runs in your PC or Mac. You get it?
I think so. We'll see in a minute, won't we?
Just us tonight. No,
Just the Coopers. Nobody else.
no, it's just Kathy and I today.
What do you have to say, y'all?
Right?
Get it done.
Couple
Take care
guys.
of
Is that everybody?
Take care of me.
Right.
Second, everybody.
Yes.
Yeah, just use
No,
the
that's
name.
good.
This way. Yeah, they can see this.
Can you see us? Tell me, can you see us? Can you hear us? People, can you hear us? What's going on? What's going on? I'm not that skinny.
You got it on both of them, or just
Yeah, you should be on YouTube and on Facebook Live.
the crossroads. The crossroads.
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah, because it wasn't letting me. It wasn't letting me do much. All right, everybody. What's going on? We see you. We see you, Donna. We see you. We are glad to have you on with us. And hopefully. So we need to move that just a little bit. Tilt it this way because it needs to see Jessica a little bit more. There you go. Just turn. Yeah, there you go. Right there. That's good. That's good. All right. Hey, everybody. Hope you all are doing fantastic. We are trying to do fantastic. We had a little bit of trouble. We were trying to get the video up and running, and it just did not do as well as it did last week. So we are up and running now. So we are excited because we are going to try to just have a chat, have some conversation tonight. Fuzzy sound. Okay, on YouTube or on Facebook? Yeah, fuzzy everything. Everything's fuzzy.
YouTube not working and the audio quality is not good on Facebook.
All right. Well, guys, we will keep working at it. Unfortunately, we don't do this enough. We're trying to do it in a different location tonight. So we may just have to pull out our phones and make it happen. All right. We will keep working at it, guys. We'll keep working at it till we get a little bit better. Why is it so much harder this week than it was last week? Is it because it's at my house? Is that what it is?
Nah.
I think that's what's going on.
Nah.
You who drinks the black coffee, please enlighten us.
I need light.
I
I need to be enlightened.
We need to push the light this way so want everybody to see what's going on.
It's because a really bad buzzing sound with heavy voice sound.
Is that any better? Please let us know.
Sounds super clear on YouTube.
Sounds super clear, but not good on Facebook, okay?
That's because of the mic problem. The mic isn't plugged in.
It isn't?
YouTube. It's plugged in for Facebook.
Yeah, but that's what I'm saying. So it should be clear on Facebook and not on YouTube.
It's mic.
What the world?
It's kind of like Charlie Brown's teacher.
Wow.
Who said that?
Wow.
Great. That's great.
Wow.
Take it back.
I know, right? Okay, Facebook buzzy and echoing. All right, so guys, we will. I don't know if that's going to help us. I don't know if that will, that may just completely take the sound away. I can do it from right here.
Oh, okay.
Is that any better? Can you guys hear us now? Oh my goodness. It's horrible.
You said now clear.
Is it clear now?
She said, Tiff said no, it's not.
All right, guys. Let's try this. Is that any better?
Can you hear us?
Can you hear us now?
Are we clear? You can always hear.
Not clear. Can hear us. This is a wonderful success.
Yeah.
Trying to reset it.
Just the crossroads. Crossroads. Yeah. All right. So we will. She said, looks like Facebook stopped.
Yeah, it says broadcast interrupted.
Well, hey guys, I tell you what, we will just record something and then we will we'll post it later. I apologize. Instead of doing what we're doing now, why don't we do this? Why don't we just have you guys just text us and then we'll talk about whatever you want us to talk about here for the next few minutes. You guys have my number. So just text us and we'll go ahead and we'll set up and have a little bit better audio and video for you. Okay. So I apologize. We don't know what is going on, but it's gotten really crazy. So, all right. Thanks.
The YouTube stream is good, but the Facebook live stream.
All right. Well, I guess it's going to be different than what we expected.
And we're okay with that. You know, if we can edit this,
All
it's back there.
Yeah.
I'm not complaining.
Oh my God.
Alright.
Want to be on TV?
All right. Hey, Jazz. Come here.
We're still live on YouTube.
Yes, we are still on YouTube.
Yep. That way everybody can see all the behind the scenes. We'll just delete it later.
Yeah.
The blooper reel.
There you go. He said I can still hear y'all. Yeah.
We need to set this up. We're going to just do something. We're going to do something different.
Are the videos from your messages still on?
Yes. That'd be too big.
Okay.
You can take them off. Just delete them, set it up, and then let us know when we're ready to go.
What are you
was-
gonna go to college for, Jasmine?
That was awesome.
Probably to further my knowledge in Bible stuff, like theology.
Okay.
Because if I know all this, I won't need to go to school for it, unless I want to like actually do it professionally.
You mean like video stuff?
Mhm.
Okay, that's all I was asking.
I need the knowledge so I can put it into videos. Because if I don't have any knowledge, I'm just making stupid stuff.
You have pretty videos, but yeah.
Yeah, almost had a mental breakdown with that sewing machine. I'm not doing that tonight.
I could have helped you.
Nana helped me fine.
A
I
mental
got it.
breakdown. Don't have any mental breakdown.
It was intense. Those things.
It is intense.
I threaded it perfectly.
What are
But
you making?
what?
What are you making?
Oh, I'm gonna mess up an old sweatshirt and try to make it cute.
Should mess it up and make it better.
Yeah, for sure.
Ooh.
I can help you. Okay.
Seriously.
All right, guys. So text us if you have anything that you want us to talk about. But if not, we're just gonna chat. Plan?
Fine. I need to move it.
That's fine. You can
Oh, because I can't see everybody. I can't see everybody over there.
just move that chair.
I won't get your side on.
I won't get your side. It's only the fun of who I want.
Question: why are we here? Now go. From my
Why are we here? That's what I want to know. Why are we here? What are
Good
we?
question.
What are we trying to do?
Who are you people?
That's us. All right, guys. So there are. I think you can comment on the YouTube if you want to comment on the YouTube. Somebody want to try? Yeah. Hey, everyone. Yeah, you can comment on YouTube. I believe. Yep. All right.
Do you want the placemats in there, Mom?
Share
Why do
that.
they look bad?
No, I'm just asking.
Boom, shakalaka. I'm disappointed in you, Facebook. You let me down. You're supposed to have it all figured out, but you didn't.
You can
Good?
see them. Yeah. Do you need anything plugged in? Like the microphone's USB though.
It's fine. It was not working.
Okay.
I tried to test it before and it just was not working.
Okay.
So. All right, guys. So you can comment if you would like to on. Are you ready? Is it ready to go? Ready to record? Look okay?
Mhm.
Can you see Brother Cooper?
Yes.
Good. Is that the light out there? Enlighten me, Jasmine. Can we put a soft glow around?
We'll do that later and we'll make it. Give him a halo too.
Here, I got a good idea. Let's just do this right here. Let's That's what I was just doing. That's funny.
It just makes us look like white or gray.
White or gray. That's what you get when you mix white and brown, or white and brown. White or gray.
Tell us how Easter will go.
You want me to show the video?
Yeah, go ahead.
Okay.
All right, everybody. Well, welcome to our eventful live chat tonight. Conversation with the Coopers, cooped up, cooped in, cooped around, going crazy with the Coopers. So we're glad to have you with us tonight. And we're just chatting. We're going to chat about some different things. If you want to, you are more than welcome to send us your comments or requests. You can do that through YouTube right now, or we'll just try to answer those, and then that way you'll be seeing them whenever we hopefully post a video a little bit later. We had major trouble with Facebook. We even had a better microphone, and it just was all jacked up. It was not good at all. So we are trying our best to make sure that we have something out there so that you guys can see. We actually did have a good conversation. So, hey, Stephen Hicks, how are you doing? Just jumped on here. And so we are taking your comments, taking your requests at this time. But we're going to start talking about, so last week, Brother and Sister Cooper had their first baptism as pastor of the Crossroads of Louisville. And they baptized a guy named Brian. And it was awesome. If you missed it, you can go back and check it out on the Crossroads of Louisville. You can check it out on their live stream post from this past Sunday. This past Wednesday, a week ago, this past Wednesday.
Yeah.
So I don't know if it affected, anybody else, but like me, I was kind of choked up watching it. It was meant a lot to me. It was awesome. And I know that it's kind of one of those benchmarks, when you just start pastoring and doing different things, when you start getting involved and you see some stuff come out of it. It's awesome whenever you see people's lives being changed and people getting closer to God because of what you're doing. So that's awesome. Awesome. All right. Well, we are just chatting tonight. We have no major agenda. We're going to talk about kind of how things are and where we're headed. So this is the most probably unprecedented time that we've experienced in modern, history with this virus kind of shutting everything down. And we have a lot of people that, for whatever reason, we have a lot of people that are just losing their minds because they've got so much that they're worried about. And we understand being concerned, being worried, especially whenever you have things going on where you don't know what's coming next. But as the people of God, we don't want to be fearful and we don't want to be afraid. And I know a lot of people have said faith over fear, and I'm not going to let my fear, hold me back. And to me, it's getting beyond the fear thing. It's just getting to the annoyance of just being so annoyed that like we're dealing with this. We talked about it on Sunday about how by one man sin entered into the world, and by one man that ate an undercooked bat, now we all are quarantined to our homes. What an inconvenience. And, I don't know if you're like us, but we're just like, come on, really, this is getting out of control. But we have to do what we have to do in order for, people to not get this deadly virus. We don't want anybody to be infected by it. So just, some of the things that we're dealing with, you guys are probably seeing this. Jessica's still working. She works outside of their home. Josh is working. He works from their home right now. And then, I've got to take care of different things. So I have to go out at times. My wife is mainly at home. And thank God, most of our kids are, they're able to work or be at home and do their school like they normally do. So not a lot has changed there for us, but just the inconvenience that it is for everybody is kind of, made it really challenging. So we want to talk about Easter coming up and different things. This will be the first time in my life that I remember not ever being in a church building, with the church on Easter. I don't know about how you guys are dealing with that, but it's kind of an adjustment for me. I'm not excited about it, but we'll just have to do what we have to do.
God is disappointing, but we gotta do what's best for all.
Yeah.
But definitely a big adjustment because Christmas and Easter, those are like the
Yeah.
hallmark events of the year for church attendance. So,
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, and it's like normally, the kind of the frustrating thing for me as a pastor is normally April is the month where we have big attendance. We have, more offerings coming in. We get people kind of energized in that springtime about, living for God and renewing that relationship maybe that grew cold over the winter, kind of, defrosting it, warming it up, getting people closer to God in the month of April. And now, here we are, getting ready to go into April, and nobody's, we can't be in groups of, more than 10, and a lot of people aren't even wanting to be outside of their home. So
it's a lot. This for a lot of people, it's the only time they actually go to church. It's Easter.
That's true.
CEO anyway. But it may be a way for a lot of people that don't go to church to actually experience Easter, be it online.
yeah.
So it's definitely different not being in a building, church building, but it may have its benefits.
Yeah. Well, you guys, if you have a question for us, you can type it into the comments. We are definitely interested in hearing your questions or hearing your comments. What are some things that you're dealing with maybe in your home? We're talking about what we're dealing with from a church perspective. What are you dealing with in your home that you're maybe you weren't ready for, maybe you weren't prepared for. Now a lot of the hoarding has stopped. There's not as many. I mean, there's stuff on the shelves now for the most part, especially if you get out at a decent time in the morning. So, what are some things that you're dealing with? Is it, are you having trouble keeping your kids occupied? Are you having trouble being productive? Are you eating too much? I know somebody said that not too long ago. They said, man, this is killing me because it's like, I just eat because I'm bored all the time, and I'm not going to say, who might be doing that at my house, but, every once in a while, you find yourself like, I'm just going to eat because maybe I'm hungry, and no, I'm not hungry. I just want food. I just want to, be doing something. So what are some things that you guys are dealing with?
People making brownies.
Oh my goodness.
Yeah. Although I don't mind the brownies, but
Good thing.
yeah, I wanted a brownie, and it's a good thing I came out and scouted where they were because they were almost gone. Like, I got the scraps.
That would have been so sad.
Yeah, I got the scraps. I'm just saying, so whoever it is that made me brownies, or made us brownies, I should say, made us brownies, you should know I did actually get a couple bites, but barely, just barely.
They were delicious.
Ted says Rice Krispie treats.
Oh,
Yeah.
Yeah.
Ooh, goodness.
They wouldn't survive.
My mother says that my dad likes to eat often. I can believe that. So, what are some things that you guys are dealing with? What are some maybe thoughts that you've had over the last little bit? When do you think this is going to be over? I know everybody's been talking about, we're hoping, April the 30th. it may not be over then. It may be over before then. But at the same time, you know, we're just kind of pioneering a new trail here because this has never happened before. Sister Petra says it's kind of sad about not being able to be with people other than work. Yeah, that is probably the hardest thing. It's probably driving most people crazy, not being able to be with people. And you know, I've been out a few times to pick up different things, and people are very like weird right now. And I'm not saying that.
They don't want to talk. They are
Right.
near you.
Yeah. And it's like, so, you know, how do you handle that, you know, issue of people kind of being weird and people, you know, being awkward about it? You know, I don't know. I don't know what the answer is. I do know that, you know, we still got to be friendly. We still got to be nice. You know, still want to engage people. People like Petra, you know, they work and they are like right on the front lines of testing people to see if they have corona. And you know, we desperately need people like that, and they work hard. So just, you know, I don't know. It's kind of scary, but you know, for me, I don't know. I'm just gonna say it. For me, there's like this calm assurance that God's got everything, and that everything's gonna be okay. And I don't know when it's gonna turn around. I don't know how it's gonna turn around, but I do feel like. You know, God's going to work this out, and it's all working. It's all working for good.
Kind of like what you said earlier. I'm working from home, and for the longest, I wanted to work from home. I was trying to get my management team to let me work from home, but now I'm working from home. Now I'm ready to get back to the office because we're cooped up, you know,
Yeah.
pun intended, but just in the house all day, kind of get a little stir crazy. So you know, looking forward to getting out of the house, you know, whenever, not just for essential reasons.
Yeah. So Sister Petra says, especially her brothers and sisters in Christ. Yes, definitely. You know, it's weird. I went through several pictures today of the church when we were in the church together, and it just kind of made me a little bit sad. I was like, man, I miss that. I miss us being able to be together. And then Brother Dummitts says tonight is the first time that their life group did not meet. You know, last night we had a life group and we all played house party. And so, man, that was fun. We did quick draw and Jasmine killed us all.
Yeah, she did.
I'm telling you, we had a good time. So there's video chats and stuff like that we're doing to kind of deal with that being connected to everybody and having fun. But you know, it is a little different. It's not the same as what we're used to. So
Definitely has pushed us out of our comfort zone where you have to really make sure the connection happens. It's just not going to happen naturally because you don't see them physically.
yeah,
Right.
So you have to be more proactive, I think.
But I wonder if once everything gets back to normal, if that doesn't give us a sense of gratitude, you know?
Oh,
Like
yeah.
we're going to appreciate, man,
Definitely.
we get to connect, we get to be around one another because we have been making such an effort to stay connected.
Yeah.
So,
I think so.
you know.
and I think hopefully it will better our relationships. You know, it won't hurt our relationships. It will better our relationships. So, you know, the Sister Dummitts says she hasn't been able to connect with her grandchildren and her work children that she works with. That's, you know, I know she's sad about that. But I can send one or two of them to you.
It's not a problem.
It's not a problem. We'll send one to you.
They still have to do school.
They got to get their school done, but other than that, we will send them to you. Brother Hicks says, I, for one, since I'm off work every other week for now, I'm getting to spend a lot more time with my family, which is nice. And Selena says, love being home with my kids. Definitely getting more family time is awesome. I know for parents that have teenage children or kids that are normally in school and you don't get to see them, you're like thrilled to death. You're like, man, I get to spend time with them. I get to see them. We get to have lunch together. We get to have dinner together, whatever. And then the parents that have kids that are really young, you know, like Levi and Isaac and, you know, Baylor and the Hedges, you know, and just ones that have little tiny ones at home they're used to being home all the time. Now they're home all the time, and they can't go anywhere, and they can't go to the park, and they can't go places. So for those families, some of them are like, oh my goodness, when will we be able to get out again? When will we be able to do something? So that's kind of, it's kind of a good for some people and kind of frustrating for others. Stephen Hicks says he had a lot of time to make videos for the kids at church. Yeah, and you're doing good, Brother Hicks.
Yes.
Speaking of which, you could do something for us. We wouldn't mind.
Wouldn't hurt our feelings.
Yeah, we wouldn't be upset at all. And if you need, we could send you an offering for that. So yeah, definitely hook up with us. We would love to have a video from you for our kids. Petra says it will be a nice reunion whenever we get back together. And so one of the things we talked about this week, and we're trying to figure out, around Easter time, we normally do a communion service. Sometimes, we used to do like foot washing and communion. Lately, we've done a lot of just communion service. And this week we talked about wanting to do a communion service with people in their homes. And so what we're going to do is we have a Facebook group that is just our group on Facebook, and we are going to live stream a service for that group for the Friday night before Easter. It'll be a 20 to 30 minute service, but it will be a time for families to take communion together. And so we're going to do a home communion service in light of the situation that we're in. But this kind of goes back to that, getting to do things with your family that you don't normally get to do. This is going to be a good opportunity for families to talk about what the blood means and the sacrifice of Jesus' broken body and his blood that's shed for us and what that means to us. So this is going to be an opportunity for us to do that. And I've been talking a bit, so you guys started it.
I was thinking about where Sister Petra put, yes, it'll be a nice reunion. I don't know if you guys have seen those video memes where people are coming back into church and high-fiving everybody like,
Yes.
I can definitely see that happening. It will be a nice reunion. And at the same time, I do feel like, with the Facebook Live videos, I'm 100% sure there have been people who viewed those videos in the meantime of like church services, people who've never set foot inside the church who are now getting exposure to Jesus and truth. And so I'm excited, of course, excited for the reunion, but also excited with what God has been doing in this time. I had someone higher up, super important in my life, and from work, share that, she spent service with us this past Sunday. I'm like, that is awesome,
Yeah.
So there's just no telling. I'm excited for the reunion. I'm going to be high-fiving all kinds of people, and but also excited with what's been going on during this time too.
Cool. Yeah. So what else are you guys throw us some questions if you have them. We're open to hearing your questions and trying to answer your questions. We don't have all the answers, but we sure like to talk. But we're also trying to figure out how, we're going to have to do Easter as a service online or a cyber assembly, as some have called it, a cyber assembly.
That's pretty cool.
We want to invite you to our cyber assembly.
Yeah.
Kathy has a video about do not invite me to your cyber assembly.
Okay.
But
We can't touch it.
yes, that's right. It's
Touching
a touching room.
It reminds me of Sister Cooper.
Yes.
Or Sister Phyllis Staff.
But we are definitely, trying to figure this out and trying to navigate this. One of the things we are going to do, we're going to do a special service for Easter. But this is going to be a challenge, going to be a little bit different. But then we're also going to have either the week after Easter, we're trying to set it up now, either the week after Easter or the following week. So it will be either April let's see, what are we looking at? April the 13th through the 18th, or it will be April the 20th through the 25th. we're going to do what we've seen a few other churches do. We're going to do a virtual revival where we do it we're going to do it online. So it'll be, people will be able to watch and tune in probably 7 o'clock every night that week. And we're going to have a different speaker each night. We're going to have several evangelists. And part of our goal in this, we're going to maybe even have a missionary. But part of our goal in this is to try to help some of our evangelists who are not able to go and preach at services right now. So we want to be a blessing to them. And also we want to strengthen and edify the church people and give them an opportunity that they can share, videos of this is, our church is putting this on to be a blessing to our community and our online community. So, I'm just kind of throwing this out there. I don't know, how many of you are watching or listening to us right now, but, who would you like to see if we were able to get them to speak at our online virtual revival? Who would you like to see speak at that? And, we probably can't get everybody, but we've already reached out to several and we're waiting to hear back from some. We'll be releasing we will definitely be releasing a lineup very soon as we get it lined out. But we would definitely, like to hear who you would like to hear from. Brother Dummitts says we should have an Easter Sunday in May when we can be out and invite others. Brother Hicks wants to hear Josh Cooper. You can tune in to the Crossroads of Louisville every Wednesday and every Sunday.
Hey, Stephen, just FaceTime me, man. I got you. I'll give you a private session.
Oh, that's nice.
Yes. You notice he didn't put me. So
because he was joking.
Yeah,
That's why he
right.
didn't put you.
No, I feel you. That's all right. I still love you, Stephen. It's all good. But we're definitely, excited about this. And, here's what I told somebody the other day. I said, you can't really get mad about this. I see. You can't really get mad about this. You just have to, make the best that you can out of it. You just have to do the most that you can, and try to make it work. Here's the thing. We're in uncharted waters, and so you just do the very best you can to be real and to stay connected to people and to make sure that people know, that you're there for them, that you love them. Some people won't return your text, some people won't return your calls, some people, they do not want to be invited to your cyber gathering, but you can still reach out and love people during this time.
Definitely. I mean, during these times, it's instead of just dwelling on when things will get back to normal, there's a lot that we can learn. There's a lot of skills that we can learn. There's a lot that we can learn that we can take with us when things do get back to. It won't get back to the way it was, but when it gets close to the way it was, there are new skills that we can learn and utilize just in our own lives and also for the kingdom of God.
Right.
Yeah.
Yep.
That's
Yeah.
all right.
Yeah, that's good.
That's good,
That's
Brother
good.
Cooper.
Yeah, thank you.
Thank you for that.
Yeah. Ted said he wanted to see Art Wilson.
All right.
See if we can put you in.
I have an idea. Maybe we could have a lady speak to our ladies.
That would be cool.
Maybe not necessarily have to be during the revival week.
Yeah.
Could see if I can get a connection there.
Yeah.
That would be nice.
It's all right.
Do you want me to start it again?
Sure. We may not use it, but.
Okay, it's back
All right. So we have Art Wilson, a suggestion. Deputy Sheriff who buys pumpkin rolls from calling today to make sure we're doing okay. That was so thoughtful. Shout out to the Deputy Sheriff. All right. This picture says sounds good. I think what she's talking about is the Easter Sunday service in May.
Or having a lady speak, maybe. Is that what
Oh,
she was
having
saying?
a lady speak. Okay. Okay. Yeah. She is a missionary that's traveling right now, but she's not traveling because of things going on. So, all right. Well, you guys are just full of excitement and suggestions out there, so we will try to reach out to some more of these people. We will let you know what we can work out, and we're excited that we have the opportunity that we can reach out and try to do the best we can with make the best we can of what we are doing. But Hicks says, have we tried Zoom? We did Zoom Sunday after our live service, and we will probably Zoom again this Sunday, and that will kind of be like, I think we will do 11:30. So we do 11:30 a.m. Our live service is at 10, and then we had our kids session right after. We had our kids session right after the live stream, and then we went right into our Zoom call. So we will try to do that again this Sunday. And so yeah, if you would like to Zoom with us, we will Zoom on Sunday. And our small groups, we're encouraging them to Zoom as well, or to house party. Either one of those two, you can stay connected pretty easily through Zoom, through house party. If a lot of your people are on, if a lot of your people are on the Instagram, you can Instagram with your group that way. All right, so we have the Campbells maybe. Yes, we've actually talked to them. I spent an hour with them on WhatsApp last night, video conferencing, and Asher blew me kisses. And then, let's see. Brother Hicks says, did a Zoom with all the little kids and they seem to love it. Yeah, that would be cool. Maybe Tiffany could do a Zoom with our kids, set up a Zoom. Maybe they could Zoom on Sunday. It'd be great. Like we only had a couple kids get on the call Sunday, but because they were on the call, I gave the youngest person on the call Baskin Robbins. So
Nice.
it was fun. Cole got Baskin Robbins. Yes, it was awesome. So, let's see. Great idea, Crystal. What did Crystal say? The Morenos. Oh, okay. Crystal says the Morenos from the Crossroads of Athens. Funny you should say that. I talked to them, and we're trying to set up like a live video conference with them. So we may be trying to do some of that the same week that we do the revival. So it would be awesome.
Cole enjoyed his Baskin Robbins.
Oh, I bet he did.
That's awesome.
I would have loved to enjoy that with him.
Yes. Well, you have to get on the call next week then. So
there's an opportunity for me to win too?
there is. I have another Baskin Robbins card. I have a coffee card. So definitely plan on joining in our Zoom call.
Consider it done.
And here's the deal: you can only win these gift cards if we get to see your face. That's the deal. I don't like it when people get on these video calls and then they don't show us their face. You gotta let us see you. That's part of it because we miss everybody's smiling faces so much. So
I can make an exception for ice cream.
once you win it. Sister Petra says she received her Vibe card. She got her coffee card. Awesome. You are welcome. We are glad that you won it, and we are glad to do anything we can to help people enjoy Vibe. Vibe coffee is Vibe coffee. Vibe coffee is very good. Very good. All right. Well, guys, I don't want to keep you on here all night, and we are just thankful that we got to sit down and have a casual chat here with the Coopers. We are trying to make this something that we do on a regular basis. We'll get better at it. We're like the amateur of amateurs right now, trying to figure this out. And it just wasn't that hard last week. Like last week, it seemed to we were just on. I don't know what happened.
We were at the Cooper's house.
We're at the Cooper's house. Everything goes better at the Cooper's
I know.
house. Everything.
That's where we're going next week.
Yeah. So she's just invited us.
Hey, come on over.
That's right.
I'll give you
Wow.
a key.
Well,
You know.
well, we love you all, and thank you for watching tonight. Thank you for tuning in and staying tuned and just being connected. It's such a difficult time to be connected right now, and for every effort that you make, it's such a blessing to be able to hear from you. And we're excited that soon and very soon this will be over, and we will be able to move forward. So, all right. Well, guys, unless you have anything else you want us to talk about, we're going to get off of here, and we will sign off and say we're done.
I
Brother
like your
Rivera,
comment, Brother Rivera.
Brother Rivera gave us a hug. We're hugging you. Virtual hug, Brother Rivera. Virtual hug. Virtual hug.
This bump.
Yeah. Oh, well, no, we can do virtual. We
We
can do
can't do
virtual.
hands either. We got
Yeah, right elbow.
Yes. Crystal, virtual hug for you. Virtual hug. Sister Petra, virtual hug.
Oh, now we gotta give everybody a virtual hug.
Yes.
Right.
Elder Dummitts.
My arms hurt.
Yeah. Virtual hug. Steven, I'm just gonna fist bump you
See you too.
because you dogging me out. That's
Yeah.
okay. And see, mother and father, virtual hugs for you guys. See, do we miss anybody? The Larsons, virtual hugs for all the Larsons, the whole Larson clan. And Ted, we didn't give you a virtual hug. There's your virtual hug.
I'm doing fist bump.
All
My
right.
parents are on here too, but they don't
Yeah,
say anything.
hug to the Bonds because you guys don't know. No hugs for the Bonds. They don't comment. They text us.
Yes.
So anywho. All right. Well, love you guys. Thank you for joining us. Thank
Love
you for getting on here with us. Love you. We look forward to seeing you soon. Have a great night.
Good
See you later.
night.
Bye.
Can you click that, Jess? In live,
Yeah, sure.
and then we'll be off.
Is that touch screen?
Um,